Hey guys, what's up? Ryan here with Unlock Persona. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today's video is actually going to be an interesting topic. It's a little different from stuff I normally put out, but I had an experience with a particular customer that kind of gave me the idea for this video. So without further delay, let's get into it. It might be a little bit longer than usual, so I don't want to waste time talking. Alright, let's get right to it. Real quick, let me ask you guys, which do you tend to prefer, the Eau de Parfum concentration or the Parfum concentrated? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, at some point today, remember to give this one a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get into the video. Let me first give you some background information. If you want to skip this part, get right into the content, I'll be putting the timestamp down below like usual. But I feel it is kind of important for you guys to know where I'm coming from for this video. So a couple days ago, I had a customer who I was helping out, and he asked me which one is better, or which Sauvage do I think is better. Between the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum. So I was like, on me, I get about 4 more hours from the Eau de Parfum, and it projects better. So he bought it, happy, you know, just went on his way, whatever. The next day, the dude comes back in, and he's all pissed off because he wanted the best, like the quote-unquote best Sauvage. And in his mind, the Parfum is the best because it has more perfume extract in it. So fortunately, when this guy came back in the next day, I didn't have to deal with him. You know, I'm just there to sell. You know, the supervisors or whoever else can deal with all the problematic customers. I'm just there to inform people, to educate them, and to make sure they're happy leaving with a great fragrance. But this guy, for whatever reason, he really wanted the Parfum, and he was irate. He was upset with me. You know, I saw him like pointing his finger at me a couple of times, and it kind of inspired this or it did inspire this video, because a lot of people, even when I'm just talking with people, they seem to make the assumption that because the Parfum has the most perfume extract in it, that it is the best. However, that is rarely ever the case. But let me get into it. The fact of the matter is this: more is not always better. So when I was a kid, my nanny used to always tell me this around Christmas time, that bigger gifts do not always mean better presents. You know, because when you're a kid, you don't really think analytically. You just see something bigger, so it must be better, right? And a lot of people still have that mentality as they grow up. But it's rarely ever the case. Or sometimes, of course, bigger is better. You know, if you get a big, you know, present wrapped out in your parking lot with a bow, you can safely assume that's a car, and that'd be better than receiving, say, like a video game system or something like that. But, you know, bigger is not always better. And the same applies to fragrances, right? So more perfume extract is not always better. It does not mean the fragrance is better. What it does mean, the one solid fact, the truth is, the more perfume extract, the more expensive, right? So, for example, let's take the Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum and the Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now, both are great fragrances. Both are professional, easy to wear. You get compliments with both. But here's the difference. So this stuff, you know, performance-wise, I get 10.5 hours. It's a great fragrance. The projection's like, you know, an hour strong projection, and then it's very, it's subtle throughout the life of the fragrance, but it's still there. This stuff goes for $128 for a 3.4 ounce bottle. The Parfum, on the other hand, I do get 10 hours of longevity out of it, but the projection is kind of lacking. It's not that strong, and it becomes a skin scent after a while. And the price of this bottle, the 3.4 ounce, is $155. So you can see that, you know, there is a $30 price difference between these. But in terms of performance and longevity, that Eau de Parfum performs better. And I mean, the composition is pretty similar on both, but I do prefer the composition a bit of this. Now, say I was that guy and I was just assuming the Parfum is better, I would probably buy the full size of this, the jumbo size, so the one that cost $195, I believe, and I just, you know, be fine with that. And I'd wear this thinking that this was the best because it's the Parfum. But the truth of the matter, the fact of the matter, and a lot of people agree with me, you can look around at other reviewers, influencers, whatever, most of them will say the Eau de Parfum is the superior Bleu de Chanel. Now, this doesn't only apply to Eau de Parfums versus Parfums, because in some instances, the Eau de Toilette is in fact better than the Eau de Parfum. So I have right here the Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. And this stuff compared to the Eau de Parfum, the Legend Night, which I no longer have because I sold it. But this stuff is so much better. This stuff projects. This stuff lasts for 8+ hours. This stuff is the real deal. The Eau de Parfum, rather, the Legend Night, you know, complete skin scent. You put it on. It lasted a while, I admit, but it never projected. Alright, but if I was that guy, I would have seen Eau de Parfum, more perfume extract equals better. But that is not the case. That is rarely ever the case. In fact, I have never experienced a fragrance, a parfum, that is better than the Eau de Parfum. In terms of, you know, one that I enjoy, the Fahrenheit Parfum, I enjoy immensely more than the Eau de Toilette. But I can't really say if it's better or not because I've never tested out the Eau de Toilette because, frankly, I think it's gross and I don't want to wear that stuff. But my point is that you can't go into the store thinking that more perfume extract equals better, because all that's going to do is end up costing you more money. Alright, I will tell you right now, honestly, most of the time, the Eau de Parfum is superior. And it's not just me who thinks that. 9 times out of 10, people will agree with that. People I talk to at the store, people I see online, Eau de Parfum is where it's at. You know, Parfum definitely has its place. It's enjoyable. It's a nice, refined concentration. It's definitely worth having a bottle or two of a Parfum, but just don't assume that it's better, because I am telling you that it is not better. It is never better than the Eau de Parfum. I will say that the coolest part to me working at a store around many different types of customers is that it's been giving me so many different ideas. Like I'm telling you, I have a list of ideas based on experiences I've had with customers. This particular one was just really recent. It was very strange to me. Like I said, I didn't talk to this guy, but it did make me kind of wonder, like, what's this guy's deal? So that's why I did this one before any of my other ones, but I'm telling you, I do have a lot of ideas for the future. I'm actually not sure why I thought this video was going to be longer, but whatever. But what do you guys think about this? How would you guys compare the Eau de Parfum with the Parfum? Give me a few examples of maybe a Parfum being better than the Eau de Parfum, or vice versa. Let me know down below. Also, if you haven't yet, give this one a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything I'm doing, because trust me, you want to. Alright guys, before you leave, remember, when you look and smell your best, you feel your best. And that's what